back with another episode of Hot Potato Podcast. This time it's Alfie and his band who are called Doublethink. We had a good old chat about the band and how they formed the band and all that sort of thing. And then they started playing through this song what they'd just written, and I got some footage of it. So here's Alfie and the Doublethink band on Hot Potato Podcast.
Are we rolling?
Are we going, Lance?
Everything is going.
Hi guys, welcome back. Doublethink podcast. It's already episode 4. Well,
I feel like Joe Biden right now.
I can describe America in one word.
I'm the first man in my family to go to the moon. President Putin.
Right, so that's going. All of these things are going, and I think we can stop worrying about what's recording and just appreciate the drums for a moment.
He stopped as soon as
Let's just appreciate the drums for a moment. No, I thought it was going to happen again. So this is a very strange situation to be in here. Walked in to do a normal version of the podcast with the 2 green screens, which are all here. But fortunately, there was this crazy setup with the Mona Lisa and that clock and... can I think of a word?
Stuff.
All of these items, all of this stuff here that's just dotted around the place, and it just seemed like a good place to do the podcast until we started setting up, and now it seems like the worst idea ever because look how far away I am.
Hello.
And it's just weird, but it's a first, and I'm sure we can work with it.
Yeah.
I don't have set questions or anything, so I'm just going to calm down for a moment. And just
Correct yourself.
All right, so I got here, and you'd been playing all day.
Yeah.
And there's a set list, I'm assuming, of songs.
Yes.
Which, that's a whole thing, which we've not heard any of, unfortunately. So we'll not talk too much about that. But you'd at some point discovered a new song, like today, and you started playing it. And this trumpet guy, what's he called?
Alex,
This trumpet...
The
the trumpet guy, yeah.
I think the audience would know him as this trumpet guy rather than Alex, but
It's
this
true.
trumpet guy who apparently
his
is
stage
called...
name's Ned, though, isn't it?
Yeah, Ned.
I forgot to ask all of your names.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I didn't actually. I think I probably did, and then you told and I forgot. But
Yeah.
there was a list of them, and they're all phonetically quite similar.
Yeah, so I'm Ted.
Right.
This is Ed.
Yeah.
And I'm Alfie. Fred.
Yeah. I was thinking like you could either give me serious answers or joke answers, and I won't remember your names as a result.
Yeah. My real name is Alfie, I'm not full name Alfred.
Did you say Ned?
Ted.
You said Ted, and you said Ned.
Ed. No, Ed.
Alex.
Ed.
I
ED.
couldn't deal with this on a day-to-day
But
basis.
the other trumpet fella's called Alex,
Right.
and to fit in, he wants to be called Ned.
Right. And that's not confusing at all.
No,
Given all of
well,
the
Mog's
other names.
saying Mog, isn't he?
Mog is just
Or
Mog.
Gareth.
Is Mog. Gareth.
Gareth,
Gareth.
yeah.
I
Should
think
explain,
Gareth. We normally we're a 4-piece, but Mog is Paulie at the minute. So
And Alex
Yeah.
is our new best friend.
yeah.
So
I
Alex,
hate Mog.
I'll just use a picture of him every time he's mentioned.
Yeah. We got a nice picture of Alex.
Yeah, we can
Put some good
It's
shots
a-
of him staring at the camera and playing trumpet.
Yeah.
pick the most sinister.
This chair is less stable than I thought it was, which is making me feel insecure about my obesity. But I think it's probably the chair.
It is, yeah.
It is
Like
the chair is
one of
not
the-
built.
Yeah,
You're
one of
on
the back
like 2
chairs
levels.
Yeah,
Oh,
one's
God.
on the rug and one's off the rug.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Pending
It's not.
death.
It's
There you
not
go.
set up.
Oh no, it is the stodgy.
The chair will rock either way. It's just that it won't make the same noise now.
We really picked a good spot.
The chair
for
will
this.
rock and roll.
This is not a good place to. I mean, it looks like a good place.
It's just in the middle.
Yeah.
We're gonna have people.
We picked the lobby.
To be
Yeah.
fair, this is like if you were to interview a band, it would be here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this is the spot.
It's definitely an artistic choice for us to be here.
Yeah, and I've noticed that all of these violin-esque things, they've got normal twine instead of,
Yeah.
and they're not tuned. They're not actual. Except the guitar is tuned.
Is Ted our guitar player?
Yeah.
I don't play guitar. That is a lie.
So I think we'd mentioned somebody on the trumpet a while ago
Yes.
before we digressed. And so I'll just start this again. So yeah, so he joined you today. You'd not met him before.
What? No, go on.
He goes to uni with me.
So you knew him, but you'd
I
not
knew him.
played with him. How
knew
long
him.
did you know before? Like, what do you do at uni?
I study archives.
Right.
I'm training to be an archivist.
Like, what kind of archives?
Any, really.
Well,
That's
the
probably the
particularly
most
relevant
general.
one, that is-
That's the most unhelpful answer you
Yeah.
can give.
The one I'd like specialise in is the pop archive.
Right.
The John Rylands in Manchester. It's like a big Gothic style library. It's huge.
It's
like church, but it's
yeah.
obviously
So,
not.
if like the word archive, like that collection of CDs, there would be a small archive.
Technically,
So is that the sort of material you'd be working with?
no, more like stuff from like music managers and photographers, music photographers.
So
and all that sort of thing.
you archive the film negatives or
yeah, all their
the
material,
tape, the
stuff
master
like that.
tapes and stuff.
Yeah, it's really
That's cool.
interesting.
Do you
So
do anything
Alex
like
doing
with capturing like video, like to digitize it in any way?
Yes, they have a full like digitization sort of team.
And because I try and use this old camera and I'm trying to figure out best way to capture it, but I'm assuming there's like a whole way that they would do
Yeah,
it.
they have a fancy way.
Is it like, I mean, it seems like if I keep going down this route, YouTube would just...
You'd have to ask Alex like specialises in all the imaging and digitization sort of stuff, so you'd have to ask him. Should we ring him?
Get him on the phone.
Yeah, it's like,
Alex in the car.
Can you all just sit tight? Just going to get him on the phone, on speakerphone.
actually, will. Do you want me to?
No.
I don't know if I know.
All right, what were we talking about before we, like, see it's...
Alex coming in on trumpet.
Alex
Right,
on
so,
trumpet.
yeah, he plays the trumpet, right? Okay. So you knew him from that, and how did you know he played the trumpet?
You bet for virtual.
Were there signs, or was it just
No,
an
well,
overt...
actually, one day he'd come in with a euphonium.
Yeah.
What?
A euphonium?
It's like a. I think it's in E flat. It's like a bass register brass instrument.
It looks like this.
I think
Came in with a trumpet-esque like device,
yeah.
and you thought, this guy,
Yeah,
he either
opportunity.
plays
This
it
is
or
the
he's
one.
just found
Opportunist,
it.
yeah.
But he's a multi-instrumentalist. though.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
he does
I was
everything.
asking him about it, and then obviously
Well, he plays keyboard, trumpet, guitar, and the radio.
It might,
The radio.
It might be worth going into a bit of the origin of the band because it's quite a strange
It's weird.
journey of how we got here, isn't it? Really?
This is just the newest
Yeah.
moment.
This is the iteration as it stands, but it's we're all from all over the place. We've kind of come together in a very hodgepodge fashion.
Hodgepodge.
Yeah, like you said, would you come from
I'm
Leicester?
from Leicester, yeah.
That is unusually far away.
But I'm studying at Salford.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing music, and I'm in like 4 other bands.
Would you say you all go to the same uni?
Where are you
all
guys at?
different ones.
No, I've just graduated from Liverpool Hope.
Where did you all meet? Online or?
Go on, Ed. Let's give the origin.
Started
Go on.
with me and Mog.
Right.
the Poly member.
The Poly member. Just jamming really. Then we just started writing songs together.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to get a band together.
Where was this? So you were both at the same uni?
We've known each other since like nursery.
So you're from here?
I'm from like Blackpool way.
Right.
That's where we're both from.
Why are we in Salford right now?
Yeah, well, it's
we
the
have a
common
car.
ground.
Yeah.
To us, it is our North Star, I think. Manchester and Salford.
My
right?
Uniacom is over the road.
That's true, yeah.
So I'm in like a great place.
I'm from Rochdale, which is not far away from here. It's a 20-minute train journey. But I suppose it's for the music scene, really, isn't it? We try to gig around here a lot. So playing here, rehearsing here makes sense. It's a common point for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Ed and Mog both drive,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
It's just a place where we played most.
Yeah, and we. So you formed, didn't you?
Yeah.
At the time, I'd just finished my band that I'd been with for a long time. Never really done anything with it. We did 2 gigs maybe when we were teenagers. And I kind of resigned the fact that I wasn't going to find a band. And the second I did that, I started posting stuff on TikTok. And that's where you commented, we got in touch, sent me some world-class demos.
Oh, they were good.
And they were really something else. And we got to, but what actually happened, I think, was we got talking about the music taste and like a lot of the artists we have in common and stuff. And you'd seen obviously the covers I've chosen to do. I don't know. You'd have to say.
Yeah, no, it was.
Fits
No,
me, to be fair. But.
You just came on the good old algorithm. What tune was it?
Wasn't it
It was you, the solo, the acoustic
solo of From With the Beatles.
It's probably like where I would have saw your videos as well.
Yeah, well, you shortly after, that's where we got into contact as well. It's shortly after I joined the band, really, to be fair. So then we all met with, now, this is very Spinal Tap-esque, but Ted is actually our fourth drummer, actually. Third and fourth, depending on how you define them. I
thought I was third. Who's the fourth?
We tried out the sound. But I suppose, yeah.
It's a long story.
Yeah.
Make a good book one day.
Concisely tell it. So,
yeah.
Ed and Mog.
Let's try and tell it in under 15 seconds.
Alright, ready?
Alright, 14, 13,
Sam left.
12, 11,
didn't get along.
10,
Matt left.
9,
Didn't get along.
8,
Ted came.
7,
Sorted.
6,
Alex at the minute, that's the current
5,
iteration.
5 pieces in
4.
bound.
Yeah.
Wow, under 15 seconds. I didn't actually hear the story because I was counting.
You'll have to listen back.
But you managed to keep on track with it even though I was distracted.
Yeah, that was the hardest part, was like,
Yeah, I would have
Space Oddity style.
I'm going to start
countdown.
doing this with every conversation now.
Yeah.
Right, I'll give you 12 seconds to tell me how your day was. 11.
I still don't understand how you found me.
Schmide,
We have our
scouting
ways.
techniques.
Yeah,
I've scouted everyone.
Have you ever been on that show? What was it called?
so
Where
true.
they get a member of the public to just disappear and they're like,
Oh, yeah, like evading the police or whatever. Yeah. What's it called?
Celebrity Hunted or something.
Man.
See it? Oh,
Man.
is it Hunted?
I think it's Hunted.
Yeah. Ed has actually, that's mad thinking about it. He scouted every member of the band. Even when we were looking for different drummers at 2 points, I'd had a look, and Morgan had a bit of a look, but Ed found the drummers. Yeah.
yeah.
That's on.
Very confusing.
Yeah.
I'm glad we covered it. And I'll just come back to what we were saying before. So there's this guy on trumpet, right?
The trumpet.
So
That's the title.
Now legendary.
I think he was called Alex.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I've got that
I haven't
memorized
heard that
now.
name in eons.
The last time he was mentioned was probably about 10 minutes ago. And then since then, there's been this whole story.
Yeah.
Which I'll be honest, I don't think I've listened to a lot of it, which is rude.
That's okay.
And I apologize. But I've just been thinking, any minute now, we're going to get back to this point. Anyway, so you playing
Infatuated.
music with him today.
Yeah.
He's turned up. He's brought his piano, big piano.
Yes, that's right.
Too big for the boot of the car, apparently. And it's too rough around here to leave a piano in your car.
Big time.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's concerning because I've left my car outside. I didn't leave a piano out
Yeah.
there.
The car's normally fine. It's the
Car's
stuff
fine, it's
in
the
it.
pianos,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Can't leave
Pianos.
piano anywhere.
A lot of musical savants in Salford.
So yeah, so he seems to be. Was he more interested in playing piano, and then it just turns out that the trumpet was really great for that song.
He's a bit.
I think the plan was.
I tried to unplug his piano 3 times, and he plugged it back in every
You
single
did?
time.
Did you do that on purpose? He noticed.
The first
did
time I
notice.
did
Took
it
it
on purpose. Then the second time I just did it to see if he would plug it back in. I don't remember the third time. But the point I was making was, don't need that piano, need a plug, and you need to play that goddamn trumpet. But yeah, so he doesn't like to have it switched off. It's as if I've kind of cuffed him.
Taking away his
think it was-
power, yeah.
He wants
Maybe
the
the
option, doesn't he?
He wants to every now and then press it, and I'm just thinking, this is not helping at all.
No. I mean, so for this song, this is what I've written, and we're always going to bring it in. We usually make a bit of a plan before each session because, especially at the minute when we rehearse for nearly 7 hours, it's really easy to go off track, to go into a huge jam and just do nothing productive. And we don't always know when the next session is going to be, so we've pretty much always made a plan. But we've just got better and better at actually sticking to it and getting the tasks off the list. And that was the plan to bring that in today. And that's kind of by chance the one that we've recorded with you. Yeah.
There was something about it being fresh. It was just like, it just was everything else that you've already worked out. It was something about this one that it's only just come about today.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Just because this is the perfect setting for it. It's
Yeah.
not like. So you came in with the guitar and the vocal, and then
Yeah.
when did the trumpet become a part of it? Because it's kind of a big part of it.
Yeah, so when I do songs normally, the way I'll demo them is that I'll usually sing the lead or like say the cues. So like we'll put in the group chat and I'll go like
You
that.
send
This is
you
where
send
the
a
drums come
funny
in.
voice message if you're trying to do a trumpet impression.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
If that is in existence, I'd like to hear that.
I thought you
Oh, I'm sure I can send it to you.
Yeah.
So like I'll scat over the top. Can I borrow the guitar?
the guitar.
Get the guitar, thank you. So like with this one, I need a capo really, but it's yeah, I'll scat
that sounds
something over the
lovely.
top like that,
Yeah.
just for the purpose of knowing what the melody's like. And I pinched that from there's a Bowie song called Letter to Hermione,
Yeah.
and it goes do 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 do.
Yeah.
And I like the sound of that do 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 do. And then when we knew Alex was coming in for trumpet, because I'd written it before he'd ever played with
Was it like March or February time?
ages ago. I was really ill at the time as well, so the original recording is really nasty.
Is this when we did that gig
Yeah, it was around
and you were?
That was awful. Yeah, we did this gig when my throat was completely gone, and I was singing most of the songs. The only one it kind of worked for was Moon Age.
It did work for Moon Age because you're doing the growly thing.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, baby. Yeah, so I'll normally kind of demo all the parts. I like just speak into the mic and say like, okay, this is where the bass come in or whatever. We've met up before, hadn't we, Ed? Worked out his parts, and then obviously I sent it to Ted. So Ted kind of knew the song, and it depends whose song comes in though. Because if I come in with a song, I tend to come in with pretty
Everything
much
in mind.
every part ready, and it's just a case of adapting, seeing what works first of all, and then what everybody else wants to contribute. Whereas generally, if Mod comes in, he comes in blank, doesn't he? Like just
He's got like
run
an
with it.
acoustic version of it.
Exactly. And we just build on top of that, so
Yeah.
it's quite organic. And you're probably in the middle, I
I would
think.
say I'm in
You
the
know,
middle, yeah.
like you do a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels almost like when I've like done songs with bands, I'll always do the bass for some reason. It's like if it doesn't have bass, I can't like think of the song for some reason.
Yeah.
I have to put the bass on, and then I'm not allowed to show anybody because it pisses people off. Like you can't send a
Yeah.
bass player your bass on it because now they don't get to discover whatever it was they were going to play on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the difficulty.
We really should have
Picked a better spot.
pre-planned this.
Yeah, true.
I just didn't. I thought there was nobody here. That was the whole thing.
Let's do it. Yeah, sure.
Oh man.
There was someone that walked through here and they're like, "Yeah, guys, there's no one going to. Literally, it's empty. It's just
Yeah.
going to be no one here." And then it's been like,
Yeah.
might as well set up in the train station or something.
Victoria.
That'll be an interesting interview. You got to get your
Yeah.
words in before a train. comes.
Yeah. Oh, what, on the tracks?
Yeah, it's just like you start talking, it's just
We should do it. Songs from the train station
songs
EP.
from the train station. It's just halfway through, you just can't hear anything.
Yeah. Just blaring noise. Like a White Noise album. Very,
I'd listen to that.
Avant-garde.
Gristle kind of yeah.
Post-rock.
Throbbing gristle.
You never heard of Throbbing Gristle?
No.
Come on. What? Basic.
I'd never think I'd.
Throbbing
those words
Gristle was
next
like
to
this
each other.
weird 70s, like White Noise electronic outfit. And they were nothing pleasant to listen
Throbbing.
to. Throbbing Gristle, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a very different image in my head.
Yeah, probably best to not think about Throbbing Gristle. It also sounds just frankly wrong. But,
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah. That's that. There's my bit about Throbbing Gristle.
I'm glad we covered that.
Yeah, it's on the sheet there, to be fair.
What?
It's on the sheet, your sheet of questions.
Oh,
Throbbing Gristle.
Throbbing Gristle. Underlined 3 times. In red.
Must cover.
Written in bold.
What else would you like to know about the band?
Well, I mean, I feel like we've covered it all, in these 20 minutes.
No?
as the camera counts down. 12 seconds remain.
Plug the Instagram.
Oh yeah, Doublethink.
Yeah, I didn't actually ask the band name, and I
That's a
forgot
good
what
point.
it was.
Yeah, we've been.
Told you once before, don't ever come to me, 'cause only I can see through all your lies and your deceit. I told you yesterday to watch just what you say, 'cause I don't need you anymore. 'Cause there you go again, like you did before. I can see the rain that cleans my window pane. Just found you at the door. There you go again, like you did before. I can see the color in your eyes, just like 1,000 times before. Bring on the rain. For sure, but you made me feel so foolish, like 1,000 times before.